Hi, welcome everyone. Welcome back to the Anne Marie YouTube channel. I'm so glad to have you back again, and I hope you're feeling wonderful and fantastic. Today we're going to talk about finding courage. The topic we're talking about is finding courage. I've never did this topic before, but it somehow finds its way in a lot of the motivations. But you know, today hopefully you'll come to a place to rise up and stand against the things that you have fear over, the things that are trying to overtake you, and we'll be in a better place to be more positive and understand and build that self-esteem on the inside that'll help us to get through. So I love you all, and I hope that you enjoy. Please subscribe to Anne Marie YouTube channel if you have not yet, and comment and like the videos and share. I appreciate it because I'm sure others would love to hear this too. Thank you so much for watching, and I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Enjoy. The topic that we're talking about today is a new topic, and that topic is titled Finding Courage. Finding courage. We're going to talk about whether we have never recognized the courage that we carry, whether our experiences have put us in a place to lose it, to lose our courage. Or we ever come from a point where we seen courage in everyone else but ourselves. So in order for us to understand these things, welcome for Grand Rising to King, the Herbal King, Key Lime King. Israel, welcome forward, love. Grand Rising to you. I hope all is well. I know all is well. Sending some love and energy toward your way this morning, King. Dope Baker, hey love, royalty. So we're talking about finding courage, and in order for us to look for it, to see if we have it again, strong. Hi, King. AG. For us to find it, for us to recognize what it is, for us to even know if we have that ability, we got to understand what. Hi, King. Hi, love. Grand Rising to you, King. Hope you're feeling fantastic, wonderful, amazing, and all that good stuff. And I know you are. So nice to see you this morning. That you grace us with your presence. Thank you, 153, for being a fan. And AG, thank you for being a fan. Justify him. Hey, love. Today's Friday, and we're talking about the new topic is finding courage. And for us to find the courage, for us to recognize it, for us to see if we have that ability, we got to understand what courage is. Courage is the ability to do something that frightens you. You know, that's deep. I always thought about courage, but when you really look up the definition, is when you have the ability to do something that frightens you. And that frightening thing could be you stepping out of the norm. That frightening thing could be you getting out of your comfort zone. That frightening thing may risk your relationship with your children, may risk relationships that you have in general with your parents, with your boss, with your friends. The ability to do something that frightens you. You know, that's something. I have something in me that when I get faced with trouble, I got something in me that when fear arises, I'm able to continue on. I'm able to, as she says, move mountains. In spite of how I feel, in spite of what I'm dealing with, I'm able to move mountains, even in the face of fear. And it's strength in the face of one's pain and grief. You know, that's what courage definition is. Strength in the face of one's pain. Woo. When I read that, I said, yeah, man, that is serious. We wonder why a lot of people don't have courage to face these mountains, don't have courage to face these generational curses, don't have courage to get the job, don't have courage to step out on faith, don't have courage to take risk in love. You know, I've been hurt so much. I went through so much pain You know, I've been through so much pain. I'm doing whatever it is possible to not feel that again. I mean, am I talking to anyone out there? My king and queens, I love when you guys comment. Are we there? Can we be a little bit transparent on this Friday? We got through the week. There's some hard things that we had to go through. There's some hard decisions we had to make. Phoenix, I love you, Hybre. There's some hard decisions. Sergio, Kick Rock, say love. Clifford, Barbie, Latin Lover, DJ. I love when you guys comment, tap the screen, and share the live. The ability to do something that frightens you, the strength in the face of one's pain. There's so many things. Oh, thank you, Hybre. There's so many things that we have done. And then we begin to deal with pain that has happened in our life. Whether it was abuse when we were younger, whether it was abuse as an adult, mentally, physically, emotionally, whether the person that said that they loved us never really did, or the person said that they loved us but never had a real capacity of love, of understanding. You know, somebody's saying, I love you so much I'd do anything for you, but loving us with conditions. I love you so much I'll do anything for you if you treat me good. I love you so much I'll do anything for you if you don't make any mistakes. I love you so much and I'll do anything for you as long as you rub me the right way. You know, this is what we're talking about. Thank you, Hybre. Cakes. This is what we're talking about. GB. This is what we're talking about. Loved with conditions. There's a lot of experiences that we've been through in our past that cause us to face some pain and deal with pain. And we remember the very things that we dealt with because of the pain hurt so bad. I don't know who I'm talking to today. Lauren, my beautiful queen, welcome forward, love. I remember the things that I have experienced because of the pain that I felt in it. That's how my relationship with my parents is. Come on, mermaid. Thank you, love. Thank you for being transparent. I love when you guys comment. Thank you. Thank you. It's real. That's how it was with the relationship with my mother, mermaid. So we all have things that we've been through that we can sit there and say, I have some pain of a result from it. And that pain has damaged us so much so that we come to a place that we have lost our courage. Because courage calls me to have some strength to face the pain that I've dealt with. You know, and that's deep. Creative Designs, welcome forward, queen. I had to learn that they won't love me the way I want them to. Right. And we learn that people have freedom to choose their own will. And that's what we learn. In spite of the title, in spite of what the world says they should do, just because somebody's mother is somebody. Oh, thank you, CJ. Thank you, gorgeous. Yes. I love you. Just because somebody has a title doesn't mean they got to fulfill what the world expects them to do. Just because you're a mother does not mean that you're going to love your kids unconditionally. Mothers still have free will of choice to do as they please. And we want them to live by K1111. Hey, Grand Rising Beautiful. Yes, queen. Welcome forward, love. We're talking on a new topic today I've never spoke about, which is finding courage. And, you know, a mermaid, the titles don't have to do what the title description is. I'm going to say that again. And this is for my people that are forcing some things because of people's title. What do you mean by title, Candy? I'm talking about the title of being a mother, the title of being a father. I'm talking about the title of being a spouse, a husband, or a wife. I'm talking about the title of being a boyfriend, a girlfriend. I'm talking about a title of a teacher, a title of a boss, a title of a friend. The title's description doesn't have to be. Do you hear? Thank you, Black Amazon. Come on, mermaid. Just because you're my father doesn't mean that you have to love me. The description says you do, but you still have a choice to do it or not. Now, just because you're my mother doesn't mean you have to love me. The description, the world says you do, but you have free will of choice to do it or not. And the problem is that we listen to the description so much that when the person doesn't do what the description says, we believe it's us. I don't know who I'm talking to this morning, but if we could get a little bit real and transparent, we look at titles and their descriptions. You are my husband. You are supposed to love me. And if they don't do that description, we do not look at them. We look at us. I am not good enough. Thank you, Mac. Thank you, love. Thank you, gorgeous. I'm not good enough because the title says that wife, and the description says love you till death do us part, sickness and in health. I don't know who I'm talking to, for good and for bad. That's the vows that we took. That's what your title description says. But every time I turn around, you're hurting me. Every time I'm trying to grow, you're stunning me. You're pushing me down. Every time I express my emotions, you cover them up. You shut me out. I'm not understanding. So we come to a place with, come on, Black Amazon. I had to love myself more. That is my motto. That is my motto, mermaid. Love yourself more at the end of the day. That way you can love people better. That is the motto. That's Candy World's motto right there. Mac, thank you, gorgeous. We're just going to step in to get just a little bit real. And because these titles have descriptions, if the description isn't happening, we blame ourselves. You know, the title and the description got me in a place believing the description and not the choice of free will to be in the bathroom at the age of 14 trying to commit suicide. By me believing the description and not the reality of that there is free will of choice. Yeah, they're supposed to, but they don't. And got me in a place to want to take my life because the title says mother, and the title says that the mother is supposed to love their child unconditionally. And if the mother doesn't love the child unconditionally, then it has to be me. There's something wrong with me because the world says it's supposed to be this world, and that's how it's supposed to be. So I'm the wrong factor. I'm the one who has to get eliminated. I'm the one who has to go out. And that's how I felt. I'm just being real. And that's what got me to the point. My beautiful Candace, Grand Rising, welcome forward, my love. Happy Friday to everyone. That got me to the point to want to take my life because it wasn't worthy to be lived. Because if my mother doesn't accept me and it says she's supposed to, then I don't even deserve to be on this earth. That's how I felt. And the problem is, Nesquik, hey beauty, hey love, Grand Rising. Grand Rising, my loves, it's Friday. We made it through. We found some courage somewhere to move some mountains, right? We rose up against adversity and we moved forward. I'm not going to jump ahead of myself, but we're talking about titles and descriptions, you know? Oh, thank you, Candace. Thank you, Creative Designs. Thank you for your energy and sharing the live. Love you. Kelly, hey love. Manny, hey love. Boricua. Yeah, so I want you to remember something, King and Queens. The title and the description is what it is. That's what the world says. But never judge yourself by a title. And I'm saying that don't judge yourself because your mother doesn't love you. Don't judge yourself because your father wasn't there. Don't judge yourself because your husband doesn't love you unconditionally. Don't judge yourself because your wife doesn't love you unconditionally. Those are direct. If they cannot do what the description of the title is, then it reflects on themselves. I'm going to say that again, King and Queens. Stop beating yourself down. AJ! Hi, King. Welcome, love. Welcome you and your energy. Love you, AJ. Stop beating yourself up because of other people's choices. If the title chooses not to do what their description is, that is the direct reflection on self. And what I mean by them, that's a direct reflection on your mother. That's of how they feel about self. That's a direct reflection on your husband. That's a direct reflection on your wife, on your boyfriend, on your girlfriend. When they can't fulfill the title that they promised, that it's supposed to be, I gave you the title because of what the description was. Now you're not fulfilling the description. That doesn't have anything to do with me. That has to do with self. And I'm telling you, king and queens, enough is enough for you blaming yourself for other people's choices and decisions of free will. I'm going to say that again, king and queens. Enough is enough of you blaming yourself for other people's actions and their free will. Who is with me this morning? Thank you, Kay. Who is with me this morning? I've done that already. I've been there so many times before. If that's your decision to love with conditions, I can't be a part of that anymore. I'm telling you right now, when I deal with love, I'm dealing with it unconditionally. And if you're still dealing with love with conditions, I cannot be connected to you. Come on, Black Amazon. Because why? Mermaid said it earlier, and you guys know I say all the time, because I love myself more at the end of the day. You know what? You may not want to fill the description, but I will find somebody that will. I mean, who's out there with me this morning? You may want to grab the title, but I'm telling you something right now. You could lose the title quick, and I'm talking about anybody. I have a stepmother in my life that loves me unconditional, and the Most High doesn't do it like that. If we lose something somewhere, he will definitely fulfill it 10 times over somewhere else. Where is your faith, King? Where is your faith, Queen, to know what the Most High will do with every single thing that he has promised? If I lose something somewhere because of somebody's decisions, come on, Amazon, come on, Mermaid. If I lose someone somewhere because of their decisions, honey, you better best believe that it's going to come somewhere else along the line and be much better for me. Because, you know, how do you know that, Candy? How are you so sure about that? I bet we all can sit here and vouch right now. Dragon Master, hey, love. Lady T, hey, love. Hey, Jeffrey. We all can sit here and attest to in our life and be witnesses to and have testimonies to. I have friends that love me more than my family. Oh, come on now. There's people in my life that aren't my blood, and they do more for me and love me unconditionally than any family member ever had. I don't know who I'm talking to, but sometimes there is things that we get that can't be fulfilled because of people's choices. It doesn't mean that you're going to miss your blessing. Somewhere along the line, you're going to find that quality of friendship that you deserve. You're going to find that people, your friends, are closer to you than even your sister. Your sister doesn't even treat you the way your friends do because they're more loyal and they're more trustworthy and they love you unconditionally. Come on, Mermaid. That's what we're talking about. That's right, creative design. I'm getting it too. It's all over. I got goosebumps everywhere. But we're talking real. Welcome forward, Chaos. Welcome forward, King. Hey, love. Tiffany, thank you for the taps. You guys tapped the screen and shit alive. Yay! Thank you, Chaos. Closer to my 4-star goal, my beautiful Black Queen, when you get a chance, read the message on your chat. Okay, I'm going to go up, love. I usually never miss some. Okay, Grand Rising. Okay, Vigo might have removed your message. Sometimes, who knows why. Yeah, I didn't get your message, love. I'm closer to someone I've known 3 months than people and longer. Come on now. Let's be real. Yeah, true love, I only have when you became a fan. And thank you, love, for becoming a fan. That's all I got. Okay, let me go a little bit past. Yep. So that means that Beagle censored your message. Sometimes I don't know why they do that, but Enchantress, hey love, crystals. It could be I've got message censored and they wouldn't even say anything crazy. So I don't know. So maybe if you could reword it, love, I'll definitely read it, or you can inbox it to me. But thank you for being fed. I love you. Welcome, Enchantress Chucky. Welcome, love. I love you all. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. It's Friday. We get a little excited, a little bit more encouraged today. Today we're talking about finding courage. So anytime there's a title and there's a title in our life, and the person, thank you, Lene. Thank you, love. Thank you, beautiful. Anytime there's a title in our life and you're not fulfilling the description, or I don't need it to stay there. Do you see that? I have faith in who the Most High is. I understand my value and my worth, that somewhere along the lines, I'm going to come across somebody that loves, right? I'm going to come across somebody that would love to be my mother and will act like one and will be that person in my life. I'm going to come across somebody in a relationship that's going to love me for me, want to see me grow, even though I don't got it all together, as I help them grow. I'm talking to my king and queens out there. Come on, Zude. I'm saying that's what I'm talking about. If you don't fill the description of the title, honey, you're not going to stay there. You won't keep the title. And that's the point and where we need to get to, king and queens. We got to love ourselves enough, understand our value and our worth, that, this title called boyfriend, you got that, but it can be taken away quite easily. Girlfriend, this title that you have as my girlfriend, it could be taken away easily if you do not fulfill the description. Well, I used to do this to you before. Well, guess what? I didn't care about the description before, but now I'm taking applications and I got some resumes that are lined up, and I got a lot of things that are going on now. Come on, MB. Come on, big deal. Hey, love. I got some things that are going on. Thank you, King. I appreciate your gifts, love. Creed. I got some things that are going on. Hey, shorty. I got some things that are going on. I got some resumes and applications. You can be replaced real quick. I didn't say that it may be easy, but I said if you don't fulfill the description of the title as husband till death do us part, sickness or sickness and health, and good and bad, if you not fulfilling the title of wife, the definition, the description of till death do us part, in sickness and in health, in good times and bad times, then I'm telling you, thank you, MB. I appreciate that, King. Come on, shorty. Hey, beautiful. Then I'm telling you right now, then I'm gonna have to take up some resumes and put out some applications and title wanted here. I know my value and I know my worth, and it's been so long, Papi Chulo, hey love, it's been so long that you haven't been doing what the description describes. I can't do this anymore. 70 beans to 3. Wait, hold on. Okay, 700 to 3 stars. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for helping me get closer to my goal. And that's what I'm talking about. So when we talk about courage is the ability to do something that frightens you. The title, they're not following the description, so I got to break away. That's frightening. When we have to disconnect from the people that we love, disconnect from the people that we built history with, disconnect from the people that we said we would be with forever, because we got to love ourselves more at the end of the day. It takes some courage. The ability to do something that frightens you is courage. Strength in the face of pain. I think that's so deep. Courage is strength in the face of pain. I'm going to be strong facing this mountain, even though I know I've I recognized this mountain. I faced this mountain before. It brought me a lot of pain, but you know what? I'm going to face it even though I know it's going to be painful. Even though I know something might happen, I'm going to face it because I got courage. Come on, shorty. Strength in the face of one's pain or grief. We have to make a conscious decision, my love, to say, I will no longer allow pain to rule my life anymore. I have been given this beautiful blessing called life. I will not allow the pain of my past experiences to control my decisions. I will not allow the pain from the past experiences to block me from my destiny. I will not allow that pain to make choices in my life to keep me stagnant. I don't know, my king and queens, who I'm talking to today, but this is for someone. Someone that doesn't have the confidence enough to move forward. Someone that has been standing and staring at the mountain for years. Man, that's deep. A king and queen that has been, come on, shorty, a king and queen that has been standing and staring at that very mountain for years. Staring at the mountain, trying to find courage. Staring at the mountain, talking about all the ways that you can't make it to the top. Staring at the mountain, convinced that you can't move it. That this is life. But I call on you, king and queens, this day to find your courage. Find the thing that builds you up on the inside. To stand before the mountain, as frightening as it is that it's high, as frightening as it is that you've seen it before, as frightening as it is that it brings you nightmares, that you are able to get through. I call on you, king and queens, to find that courage that builds that strength on the inside to face it. All you need is that first step to grab on that mountain. To begin to pull that strength on the inside to start pushing the mountain to move it. Because he who is in me is greater than he who is in the world. And I'm telling you right now, king and queens, when you begin to push to move that mountain, legs, love you, queen, grand rising. Come on, creative designs. When you begin to push to move that mountain, all things are possible with Christ who strengthens me. The strength that we're talking about when we find courage, it doesn't just come from just our own abilities, but it comes from the Most High's abilities because he's in us. And if I can move this mountain, Miss Lady J, I love you, gorgeous. Thank you. I love you. Come on, shorty. If I can move this mountain that was haunting me, this mountain that I've been staring at for 5 years, 10 years, some people 20 years, 25 years, 40 years, this mountain that brings me so much pain is so hard, but courage is the thing that strengthens us to face one's pain or grief. I will find some type of courage on the inside to begin to be strengthened to move this thing that has been stagnating my life. To move this thing that has been holding me back for so long. Miss Lady J, I love you. I love you, queen. Come on, King Joseph. Come on, creative design. I will find the strength. Why? Because I'm good enough. That's why. I will get courage about myself because I will have confidence in me that some things were spoken over my life that is not no one's but mine's. And it wasn't given to me because I got it all together. And it wasn't given to me because I'm perfect. But it was given to me because of who I am. That I am me and I'm living and I'm king and I'm queen and that's all I need and that's enough. Why? Because the Most High says I am. Why? Because the Creator created me that way. There's no stipulations. I am enough. You guys hear me on this? Find that courage on the inside, because you deserve so much more. You deserve so much more than what you're settling for. You deserve so much more than standing before a mountain and never moving forward. You are greater than the mountain. You hear me? Come on, it's Lady J. Yes, love. You are greater than any mountain that you will ever face in your life. And I don't know if you ever thought about it or you even know, but you are greater than every adversity. You are greater than every test and trial. You are greater than all things that challenge you and who you are. You are greater. I said it, he who's in me is greater than he who is in the world. And if there's nothing in this world, that means every mountain, every trial, every test, every adversity, everything that is stopping me is greater. It is he who's in the world, anything. Thank you, Liv. Kendra, K-Love. Then I can do it. So find the courage, because you have the ability. Courage is an ability. You have it on the inside, but somebody lied to you for so long, you begin to believe the lie. You begin to believe the lie that you can't change situations. You begin to believe the lie that you're not enough. Come on, Walnut. Thank you, love. Thank you, Fred. Darren. Come on, boss. So somewhere along the lines, you begin to believe the lies that were spoken over you, that you have forgotten that you have courage to face the frightening thing. You have courage to look fear in the eye and say, you can try all you want to, but it's not going to work. Not today. I have remembered my ability of my courage on the inside. And the reason why we lose our courage in the first place is because we're lacking confidence. We are lacking, not today. Come on, mermaid. We need this. Thank you, Shorty. You have believed in you and you're great. I am great. Yes, you got to believe that you are great, because that's how the Most High created you. And your greatness isn't determined by how perfect you do everything. Your greatness is determined by every mistake that you make, you grow from. That's deep. Your greatness isn't determined by how perfect you do everything, but your greatness is determined by every mistake you make, you grow from. I don't know who is listening or not, but I'm telling you, this is hitting home for me, and I know it has to be hitting home for you, king and queens. The presence, yes, come on. Thanks for the blessing of this app, the wisdom and the presence. Thank you so much, Creative Designs. Chester, hey, love. I am. Come on, boss. Come on, shorty. Yes. Lady J, I love you. Tiffany, come on. Solo, hello, love. It's more. Greatness is not determined by how perfect you do everything. Greatness is determined by the mistakes that you make, you grow from. So I see this mountain and I don't know if I'm going to get there, but what I do know is I have the one who has created this mountain. I have the one who has created this thing called life with me. And if I have the master that knows this whole life that I'm going to live on my side, I don't need anything else. You know, one of the key topics that I have here for finding courage is you are not alone. That is one of my points that I wrote down for finding courage. You are not alone, and that right there is what brings courage on the inside. Absolutely correct. And no sugar, no progress. Come on, Kendrick. Justify him. You are not alone. I'm not in this thing called life all by myself, but Candy, my mother left. You're not alone. But Candy, my father left. You're not alone. Ani, I'm telling you, my children have left me. You are not alone. Candy, I'm telling you, my partner, my spouse, they're not there. Matter of fact, they're here, but they're not here. They're not here for me. They may live with me, but they're not on my side. What I'm trying to tell you, Candy, is I don't have anyone. I am saying you are not alone. I'm not talking about a physical being in front of your face. I'm talking about the greatest energy in this thing of existence is on your side. And if I have him on my side, there is no one that can be against me. Hem Queen, hey love. There is no one that can be against me. Because he's with me. His rod and his staff comfort me. I'm telling you, even if I face death, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. I get some courage about myself. Why? Because his rod and his staff comfort me. He is with me. That's where my courage comes from. When I'm in the darkness, that's where my courage comes from. When I'm facing this pain, that's where my courage comes from. When I'm looking at the thing that I've been dealing with for years, that's where my courage comes from to conquer, is from him. Come on now, Bossman. Amen. Right hand queen. Come on, Pink. Let's go. Come on, King Yosef. Come on, justify him. Thank you, love, for your gifts. Thank you for helping me getting closer to my goal 4 stars. You guys are awesome. Come on, Kay. Hey, Sing. D-Money. Hi, love. Grand Rising. Welcome forward. Thank you, Tex, for coming back. I love you guys. Love you, love you, love you from by my heart. We got to find our courage. And how do we do that, Candy? We got to begin to identify with what you're truly afraid of. Look to the hills, for with cometh your help. Okay, you got me. You got me. Of Pink, you got me. That's a song that I'm gonna close out with today. Not yet. Right. The Bossman was real. He said his comment is, "I'm scared of me." I said, in order for us to find courage, we got to identify with what we're truly afraid of. And he said, "I'm scared of me." That's deep and that's real, because we can be our worst enemy. Everything has to be perfect. We got to do everything right. I messed up before. I'm not going to try it again. I always do stuff wrong. I always say the wrong thing. I always plan the wrong things. My actions are always wrong. And we can hold ourselves back. We are our worst enemy. Come on, mermaid. Sorry, guys. My hair is wet, so it keeps wetting my shirt. All right. If we're able to identify with what truly makes us afraid, and if we say that we are it's us, if we say that it's finding love again, if we say that it's trusting to find a friend again, if it's taking risks again, whatever that we're truly afraid of, when we can identify it, then it reduces our fear, which gives us more courage to act on it. Clan self-doubt. Come on. Let's be real, Pink. Zane. Hi, love. I missed you. Welcome forward, King. Miss Malaya. Hey, love. Clan. You're gorgeous. Your message touched my soul. You're welcome, boss. Thank you, D-Money. Thank you, love. Thank you, boss. You guys are awesome. Thank you for your gifts. I appreciate you guys getting me closer to 4 stars. You guys are awesome, which is my goal. It gives us the courage to act when we can face and identify what we're afraid of. It reduces our fear because it's bringing it to reality. It's hard for me. Teddy kisses, hey, love. Big dog. Hi, love. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Hello, hello, love. Hey, Erica. Michael gives us the courage to act when we can face and identify what we're afraid of. Right, right. It gives us an act. It gives us courage, a courage to act when we can face and identify what we're afraid of. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying, Texas. Awesome. Request not recommended. All right. No, I need to. Awesome. Text I have. Yeah. Great. Thank you, Clan. Thank you, love. When we find courage, we got to talk and address the fear beneath. Grand Rising Rasta. Wait. I read that it was your birthday, or your birthday's coming. Oh, thank you, Pink. Thank you, love. Yay! Closer to 4 stars. I love you, Pink. Thank you for your support. Rasta, your birthday, it's tomorrow. Okay. I try to keep these notes in my head for people. You know, I love birthdays because it's celebrating a life, and life is everything. So, oh, I love you, Pink. Thank you so much, love. Thank you, Mermaid. So hopefully if you could swing by tomorrow, love, and I could shed some love on you for your birthday, Rasta. Okay. For us to find courage, we got to talk about and address the fear that's beneath. What is the pain that we're so afraid of? Oh, you was like, I was trying to remember. Thank you, D Money. Thank you for all the gifts. You're so awesome. Thank you, King. Thank you. I appreciate you. Oh, wow. Just, oh, no, Rasta. It's all about life. Yes, it's all about life. Oh, message. Thank you. Grand Rising to you, Clan. Welcome forward, King. Thank you, Carrie. Talk about and address the fear that's beneath. What pain are we afraid of feeling again? Was it the pain that our best friend betrayed us? Is it the pain from someone that said they loved us but they cheated on us? Or somebody that said they loved us, they abused us? What is the pain that we're afraid of? Pink! Yay! Thank you! Bipolar! Hey, love! Visa! Oh, thank you for the lottery. You guys joined the lottery. Thank you so much, Pink. Thank you for that. You guys are awesome. Thank you, D Money. I appreciate you. Alone. The pain of being alone. Okay, boss. Let's talk about and address the fear that's beneath. The reason why we're afraid a lot of times is because we lack that self-confidence. So we got that fear, it manifests as procrastination. That fear manifests perfectionism. That fear, it changes things. Walnut, thank you, love. Being alone, not being able to trust females. Come on, well, let's be real. I want to say something to my king and queens right now is the reason why things did not work out in our relationships is because it wasn't good enough for us. I mean, it wasn't good enough for us. And what I mean by it wasn't good enough for us, it's not good enough for where we're going. Do you see that? Whenever relationships don't work out, and that could be friendships. Come on, vegan! I was like, come on, vegan. Oh, it's vegan! Wait. All right, come on, Rasta Walnut. I want to encourage somebody today. We're talking about courage and then encourage. I want to encourage somebody today and help you find your courage this morning, that you will get back out there and you'll start dealing with relationships again, understanding that the relationship that you're no longer in wasn't good enough for you. Not just good enough for what you are in now, but not good enough for where you're going. Right? That's what we're talking about. Good enough for where you're going. So don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up about somebody rejecting you, somebody not giving you unconditional love, somebody not loving you the way you love them. Do I have a peak? No way. Somebody not loving you the way you love them. That's what I'm talking about right now. I am talking about that part. Insecurities because my look, demeanor, and persona. Yeah, that part. That's what I'm saying. Oh, you can feel what you are saying. Come on, Kendrick. BCW, hey, sweet. Sager, hey, love. Walnut, come on. Let's be real. Mikalicious. Hello, gorgeous. My beautiful queen. I love you, love you, love you. I hope all is well. I know all is well. Michael, Mikalicious, I always check on you. I always think about you, love. Sending good, positive energy your way. Always. Real truth. Hey, love. Michael, hey, love. One time. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to encourage you, king and queens, this morning that if the relationship didn't work out, it wasn't good enough for you and for where you're going. So stop beating yourself up over the crumbs when you deserve the pie. I'm going to say that again. We fight and we beat ourselves up and we deal in pain. We even fall into depression because we are not able to hold the crumb that we're trying to keep in our life. Let's be real. But the fact of the matter is, the Most High had to cut this relationship off because he's saying, you're trying to keep a crumb of a pie that you own that I've given you. You own the pie. I'm not going to let you settle with the crumb. And that's what's happening now. All we can see, because the pie is on the table, all we can see is the crumbs that are on the floor, and we feel like that's the most that we have. But we gotta come on now, vegan. We gotta come to a place, come on, Rasta, come on, real truth. We gotta come to a place to say, I'm gonna move up in this thing where I'm gonna be able, crying over the crumbs. Let's go, vegan. I'm gonna be able to stand above this table when I get to that level to reach the pie that is mine, that I am fighting over the crumbs that fell from under it. It's not happening anymore. I know that there's something more for me. I'm going to test some things to get to the quality that I deserve. I'm going to work through some things to get to where I need to be and to what I deserve. That's what I'm talking about. That's where I need to be. I'm not going to do it anymore. We cry over spilled milk and wait, here we go. I'm getting this from vegan. We cry over spilled milk and we got the whole gallon. And I'm talking about hemp seed milk. That's what I'm talking. We cry over the spilled milk and we got the whole gallon. And that's what the Most High is trying to say. You are kicking, screaming, and crying over something that won't help you carry your destiny. You're kicking, screaming, and crying for something that you feel like is good for you right now. But honey, I'm trying to make you get into a place that's going to be good for your future, good for your destiny. They may be able to carry you now, love on you now, but when you get to the point where I need you to be, they're going to be a little bit jealous. When I get you to the point where I need you to be, they're not going to understand the mantle. When I get you to the place where you need to be, you're going to be so blessed, they're going to envy you, that they shouldn't even be with you in the first place. There are some things that we do not understand in this thing called life, so trust the one who created it. That's what I'm saying. There's some things that we don't understand, so trust the thing that created it. Trust the Most High who created it. That's what I'm talking about. Mother Dragon, hey love, welcome forward, Queen. That's what I'm talking about. Trust the one who created it. I get excited when things reject me. I get excited when that sounds crazy. When there's a position and the highest position in the job and I go for it and I don't get it. I get a little bit excited. I get more excited than if I would have got it. Candy, that doesn't make sense. What are you saying, Annie Marie? What are you saying? It ain't make no type of sense that you're saying, because I know there's something better. How many king and queens out there are living a life that if I get rejected by something, I'm excited because I know there has to be better for me. But it feels like the best right now, but there has to be something better for me. I can't even fathom what it is because it feels like that was the best. But something better than the best position in my job? Wait, what? And then 5 years later, you got your own business with 70 people working under you? Come on. How many king and queens are listening to what I have to say? Come on, boss. I thought the best position was the highest I could go. I never knew 5 years from now I would have my own business, having residual income, having interest in properties all over different states. I never knew that I would be able to be in this position. Yeah, you don't know, and the one who is created you to be in it knows. So when he lets something be rejected by you, then we'll go with it. Trust him, have faith, and move forward to know who you are, your value, and your worth. Come on now. D Money, thank you, love. Use pain to push me. Come on now. Hours of salary are different. Come on now. Let's be real. Spicy, thank you, love. Laugh out loud, not aiming high enough. Come on now. I am not a man pleaser. I aim to please God. Come on, truth. Let's be real. I made it out the house and I live best days of my life. I still wanting to hold on. Come on, BCW. Hey, love, levels to it. There's levels to it. And everyone can't go to the levels that you're going. They haven't trained their self to be in that atmosphere, okay? I know this is getting a little bit deep for some people, but everyone can't go to the level that you're going. Everyone can't go up with you. The higher you go up, it's a different atmosphere. It's a different level. It's a different oxygen level. Everyone can't go up with you. I can't as much as I want you to. You haven't been trained to live in this atmosphere. You don't know. Am I hitting home for some people? Come on, vegan. Come on, Rasta. Come on now, real truth. Everyone can't go. Come on, boss. I'm going to another level. You haven't been trained there. When divers get trained to go into deeper depths, who am I talking to? Divers get trained to go into deeper depths. When I'm going into this deeper thing called life, deeper in Him, the Most High, deeper in my promises, deeper in my destiny, deeper in my purpose, when I'm going to these deeper levels, everyone can't go with me, honey. You can't come with me because you don't have your oxygen tank. You can't make it to the level that I'm going because you haven't trained yet. There's some people that haven't gotten there yet, and we gotta understand. Do you hear me, Paulina? Hi, beautiful. Do you hear me? They haven't learned, they haven't trained to get to that level with you. You know what we're doing? We want people to come with come with us to the level, so much so that we're killing ourselves trying to get them there. I don't know who this is for, but we are in a point that we want people to go with us so bad that we are killing ourselves trying to pull them and to get them there. I don't, vegan, yes, I don't know. Chickens can't soar with eagles. Let's go. Pigeons can't soar with eagles. Let's go. Come on. Someone only supposed to be in our life for a season. Right. There are people that are destined to be in our life for its entirety. And there are people that are only in our life for a season. And you know where we mess up, king and queens? And we mess up because the people that are not even supposed to be in our life longer than a hello, we decide to make long lasting relationships with. I'm going to say that again, and I know it's a little bit deep, and I know it can get hard when we think about it because we got to face reality on some things. Come on, sweet. People that were supposed to be in our life not even longer than a hello, we have been in bed with. And what I mean by that is we have created long-lasting relationships. Yes, taking winter to summer. Yes, wearing a bikini when it's snowing outside. Wearing a winter coat when it's sunny outside. This is what we do when we force relationships into seasons they're not supposed to be in. Well, I keep praying. My rib tips, welcome for queen. I keep praying. I do everything right. Why is this not happening for me? I keep doing everything right. Why does it feel like doors isn't opening for me? I don't understand why I keep trying my best and nothing is happening for me. There is something in your life stagnating your blessings. Well, you told me, Candy, you told me, Annie Marie, that the Most High, He will never hold back the blessings for me. So how can you say that? Well, the Most High does everything intelligently, that He will not give you a blessing He knows somebody is going to leech off of you that you're not not going to give it. You're not even going to have it for yourself. The Most High will hold some blessings until you get in a place. How many people out there understand what I'm saying? He will hold some things back because he knows the person that you trust and you love and you would die for will rob it right from under your nose and not give you any. Come on, Paulina. Hi, beautiful, gorgeous. That's what he holds these things back because you believe the person that you're living with that's in your house is the same one that will rob that very thing. Come on, Barbie. Will rob that very thing that is yours. The one that you think, the very thing, the blessing that you have worked so hard for year after year after year. And he has it for you, but it seems like nothing's happening for me. Something connected to you is holding back your blessings. Something connected to you is sucking the life out of every divinity part of you for themselves. Everything that goes towards your divinity, they're taking it from right under your nose. We got to begin to believe what we're, connected to the truth. Give us the raw truth. Come on. And it hurts, right? We don't want to really believe that because they say they love me. That's my husband. That's my wife. They say they love me. I birthed them. That's my children. What are you talking about, Candy? There's things being held back in your life because you're too blinded by love to see that they're ready to rob you. I don't know. King and queens. You're too blinded by love to see that they're gonna rob you. Rob you dry of every single thing that's gonna help you move toward your destiny. Blind. Because you love so hard. You can't see because you love so hard. You can't even recognize that they got a burglary outfit on, mask on, covered head to toe in black, ready to rob things from you in your life, and you live with them and you can't even see what they're wearing. You're so blinded by love. And the craziest part about it, let's get a little bit deeper, is the love that you're blinded by isn't even the love that they give you. It's the love you have for them. Ooh, that's deep. The love that you're blinded by isn't the love that they have for you. It's the love you have for them. And if you take the mask off and you get back down to reality, you'll recognize they don't really even love you at all. Well, what do you mean, Candy? I'm saying that when I deal with love, I'm talking about unconditional love. If it's not unconditional, it's not love to me. That's the life that I live now. If you caught me about 15 years ago, you might have been hearing something else. But now I understand and I made up my mind and I know who I am and I know who is mine, which is the Most High. When I deal with love, I only deal with unconditional love. So if we start stripping the mask off and we take the blinders from our eyes because of the people that we love so much, we're going to even recognize that they don't even love us at all. Because if you love me with conditions, that's not love. How many king and queens are out there that have made a decision, well, honey, if you love me with conditions, then that's not love. So don't call it that. How many have decided if you're loving me because I got to do A, B, C, and D, then that's not love, honey, because love counts at no cost. Do you hear me? Love doesn't keep tabs. I made you breakfast today, and yesterday I drove you to the mall, and before that, last week I paid your bills, and today you was crying, and I let you lay your head on my shoulder. That is love with conditions. Love does not count costs because love gives freely. Unconditional love gives so free that it doesn't count how many times it gives because it's free. Do you hear it? Yes, no investment, no blackmail, no I did this for you, you do this for me. It loves because it's a love. That's it. Only just because, not because of conditions. So find courage. Find courage. Find courage to face the people that you believe was loving you all this time and break off the relationship. Stop dying with it. Do you hear me, King of Queens? Stop dying with the people that don't even love you. We love them so much, we bring the horse to the water, but you can't force the horse to drink. And we love them so much, we stand around waiting for them to do it. And what happens with us standing around waiting for the horse to drink? As the horse is dying of dehydration, we begin to die of dehydration. We set up shop next to the water instead of moving forward. You know why we set up shop? Is because we love people more than we love ourselves. Come on, Dino. Oh, I know that's a little bit hard, but well, why am I dying, Candy? You're dying because you're loving people more than you love yourself. T-World, gorgeous queen, I love you. Isabel, we bring the horse to the water. The horse is choosing not to drink. It's not choosing to better its life. It's not even choosing to do the actions that will bring survival. And we still set up shop by the water. We live. Matter of fact, we built a house by the water to watch the horse die from not doing what it needs to do while we are dying watching them. How is that possible, Annie Marie? How is that possible, Candy? It is possible because we love the horse more than we love ourselves. That horse could be our children. Come on, I'm talking to someone. That horse could be our parents, mother or father, or both. That horse could be our best friends. That horse could be our spouses, our husbands, our wives, our boyfriends, our girlfriends, our partners. That horse could be our boss. That horse could be success. Ooh, we're getting a little bit deep now. That horse could be pride. That horse could be jealousy. That horse, that horse could be you. That's real right there. Because we're worried about something destroying itself. Thank you for my taps, guys. Love you. Yeah. So there's two things, King and Queen, before I close this live out. There's two things. You got to have the strength. Find that courage to be able to know when to stop. I'm going there. You have to bring the horse to the water, and if they're choosing not to drink, you got to learn and know when to stop helping. So you have to have the wisdom to know when to stop. After you get the wisdom to learn to know when to stop, you have to have the strength. Do you hear me, King and Queens? The courage to be able to walk away. It's not easy to walk away from the people that you love. That's why you need the courage and strength on the inside to do it. And where does that courage and strength come from? That courage and strength come from the self-love that's on the inside that says to the horse, I love you from the bottom of my heart. But unfortunately, at the end of the day, I love myself more. I will not sit here and die with you because I know my value and I know my worth. And because I see yours and you don't see it in yourself doesn't mean I'm gonna die here with you. I will love you from a distance, but not today. I'm not dying today. Not today. Not today. Today is not my day. Not today. Come on, King and Queens. Not today. I will find the courage on the inside to build the strength inwardly to walk away. I can love you from a distance. I can love you from a distance. I love you, we said at the same time. Ah, awesome, boss. Because we're in love and scared to be alone, we subject ourselves to pain, right? The day that we recognize, vegan, that we're not alone when we have no one, is the day that we'll no longer fear being alone. The day that we recognize that when we have solo, the day that we recognize that when we have no one, we're not alone because we got the Most High, is the day that we will never fear being alone, because it's not possible. Sorry, that's deep. Was that awesome? It was amazing, right? Now we have and found the courage that we actually always had on the inside. But life tends to make us get to a point where we forget really truly who we are. So now that we remember, we'll be able to conquer these things and face these fears head on, and walk into the place and the things that have been called by the Most High for us. So I love you all from the bottom of my heart. And please subscribe to Anna Marie YouTube channel if you haven't yet. And like the videos, share and comment. I love you all, and have a beautiful, beautiful, extraordinary day.